everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each and have a return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, I'm looking at MMTLP, where there is a new legal update against TradeStation and FINRA, and the judge has granted a stay pending resolution of an arbitration award. So stay tuned for further details of that. And also we're going to be looking at tick symbol DJT, which was one of our calls in the Discord, currently up more than triple from a recent low. And also we're going to be looking at tick symbol MSTR, which we've also been monitoring and covering on the channel, also reaching an all-time high. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the markets. So first of all, here from CNBC, we can see the Dow Jones closes more than 250 points higher. The S&P rises as softening oil prices are lifting stocks. From Yahoo Finance, we can see again stock market today. The Dow Jones leads the stock climb ahead of big tech earnings, and I think if we have a look at earnings, the big one today was Ford, and again I think the market is not responding well to Ford. The outlook is not as positive as expected, but tomorrow we are expecting the big ones, and the ones I'm particularly looking at would be AMD and Google. Then on Wednesday we have Microsoft, Meta, Coinbase, and I think the biggest one will be on Thursday when we have Amazon. So huge week there for earnings. So let's now have a look at ticker symbol MSTR, also known as MicroStrategy. And in our new live trading and data alert section in Discord, we've got breaking news in terms of Asia's MicroStrategy. Metaplanet buys another $10.4 million in Bitcoin, exceeding 1,000 BTC holdings. So that was a news live shared in the Discord. And if we have a look at the chart here for MSTR, today it was up close to 9%. It's reached an all-time high, currently trading at $255.34. And if we have a look at it over the previous 12 months, we can see here it is up a staggering 507%. So congratulations to everybody in MSTR. So before we look at ticker symbol DJT, which was added to our current weekly watch list, this is a quick review of the previous week's weekly watch list. Some of the great calls that we made was TVGN up over 61% on the week, SAVE up over 36% on the week, and also XPON also up over 22% on Friday, 11% on the week, and many more. So this week we called out two stocks that I'm going to share with you right now. First of all, we called out DJT, and another one there is TCBP, which we're not going to cover, but it also did quite well today. So in terms of breaking news with regard to DJT, recently we can see from the previous low, DJT has rallied and it is approximately tripled. So in terms of the key highlights, what we can see here, the stock is up close to 272% from September the 26th. And today it was up close to 17%, and it's the highest since July the 15th, 2024. So the company is currently unprofitable. Market cap currently approximately $9 billion, and it is running on implied betting odds that Trump could be returning to the White House. So the stocks rally has been happening for quite a while, and it's something that has also been trending on StockTwits. So it's something that we've added to our weekly watch list, as you can see. So let's have a look at the chart here for today, and we can see it closed up in excess of 21% and currently trading at $47.36. However, if we have a look at it from the previous 5 days, we can see it is up over 47%. And then we can also see here in terms of the previous 6 months, it's also up in excess of 194%. But what I'd now like to share with you, which I think is more interesting, is a tweet here from Busy Brands. If we have a look at here, again, strong parallels between DJT and MMTLP, and it does sound familiar. Remember that as soon as David Nunes came out and talked about the manipulation behind the scenes of DJT. We did see, I think, there was a situation there where the hedge funds and the shorts were starting to become running scared, and it looks like they have this has benefited DJT. So he states here is using the same playbook as the MMTLP for DJT as was used for MMTLP, but the difference is this one is still currently trading, but MMTLP is not. I'll move on to have a look at the breaking news in terms of a legal update. So this is with regard to intercoastal waterways versus TradeStation and FINRA. So the news has just broken today, and this was in the United States District Court, Southern District of Florida. So let's see what's happened. So there was an order, and we can see here that the plaintiff, Intercoastal Waterways, filed a response in opposition and moves to disqualify FINRA as the alternative dispute resolution service. Both motions are fully briefed and ripe for review. So there is a judgment on this. We're going to come to that shortly. But before that, we can see here in terms of quick background, the plaintiff in this particular case held approximately 9,269 MMTLP shares in the TradeStation account, and the plaintiff sued TradeStation under Section 29B of the Exchange Act, and TradeStation moved to compel to arbitration as required by their agreements, and the plaintiff opposed this arbitration and also moved to disqualify FINRA as the arbitration forum. Obviously, I think the allegation there would be that FINRA are not obviously an honest broker there. So in terms of the discussion, TradeStation's securities customer account agreements for equities signed by the plaintiff contains an arbitration agreement which states in pertinent part, again there, Section 38 arbitration. So most of you who have broker accounts such as Robinhood, TradeStation, etc., will have this agreement in there. So this is what was being disputed. So unfortunately it's not successful, and this is an arbitration clause, and the plaintiff does not dispute the existence of this clause, but it argues that the claims are excluded from arbitration because TradeStation's alleged misconduct was not contemplated by the parties when the contracts were executed. So in other words, this is one of the legal arguments that was presented, but unfortunately it was successful. So let's go ahead and now jump straight to the conclusion. So shout out here to Finex Tabloid, who's also stated here, summary of this: the motion to compel arbitration was granted, the case is stayed pending resolution of the arbitration proceedings. So let's have a look at the key sections that I've highlighted here. So the motion to qualify FINRA as the ADR service is denied, so that's not going to go ahead. However, the defendant TradeStation Securities motion to compel arbitration and a stay for proceedings is granted. So what's going to happen now? The case is stayed pending resolution of the arbitration agreements, and the court reserves reserves jurisdiction to enforce any arbitration amount. So that's what the court has stated. So the court may have an impact on any particular amount, and the clerk of the court is directed to close this case and deny as moot any pending motions. So overall, it's not a success for Mr. Basile. So let's see, get his reaction. He has stated here another setback, but not unexpected. The court denied the motions. As far as the other things that I have read through this, the arguments were successful from the other party based on precedent, and in particular I think it was Richard Hoffman's case that they used. So the court has stayed the federal court actions but maintains jurisdiction for any decision of the arbitrator. So that's the bit I've just clarified, where the court can have an impact on any amount. We all know the efforts, no matter by whom, have been an uphill battle. Well, it's certainly been that in all legal cases so far. So he states here, we have a few things that we can do regarding the decision. So in other words, it's not over, and will not make any final decision for at least a week. They still look to provide the community with information and the possible cause and who could have been behind U3 halt. So let's see what happens. But To be honest, I did not expect any significant success in this, because I think the arguments were similar to the Hoffman case. So now let's wait to see what happens. And again, in the next video, I hope to bring you some updates in terms of Scott's legal case, which has also had some further developments. And finally, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.